Hey y'all, welcome back. This is Michelle from Michelle's Empty Nest, and today we're going to work on week 17 in my 2022 Project Life. And if you've been watching my Project Life videos, you know that for 2022, I switched to a 9x12 layout. For 2020 and 2021, which I'm still working through concurrently with 2022, I was in a 12x12 for both of those, and so I did make the switch this year to 9x12, and I'm really enjoying that size. So I have my cards chosen, I have my journaling done. One is on clear matte sticker paper, and the other is handwritten. I have a couple of hinges already created, and I always make those 2 inches tall, and then usually about 1/4 of an inch or so shorter than my photos. So like 2 3/4 or 5 3/4, somewhere around in there. I'm not real particular about that, but I do like them to be a little shorter than my cards or my photos to give me just a little bit of wiggle room in case I don't get it centered perfectly on the photo or the card. And so I'm going to have a couple of flip ups in this week because I had more photos that I wanted to include. And my plan right now is to kind of just talk through this and leave it on more of a real-time type video. So I'm going to go ahead and grab over my page protector and get this laid out. So I'm using the Right Now card, and that was from the April 2022 Stories by the Month kit. And I have my journaling on that Mako clear matte sticker paper that I love so very much. So I'm going to trim that down and put that in place. And then I've been trying to use up all of these moments cards. They come in the kit every month, just with a different color scheme. So I've been writing on it, like different moments throughout the month, but since I combined 2 weeks together on one page, that kind of cut me short of being able to include this one as a separate journaling card. So I'm still going to use it and just use it as a way to back up that photo. Then I have a picture of the place where we stayed when we went to a concert. It's called Reverb by the Hard Rock Cafe. And so it kind of had a hip, modern, I don't know, a little funky vibe to it. And so I just thought I would include a picture there just to remind me about that. And then a picture of us from the concert. And then here are 2 photos from the concert. We went to see Journey and Toto. We had seen Journey before. This was our first time seeing Toto, and they were awesome. They really did an awesome job. And then I have 2 3x4s that will make a flip, and it's going to be like a before and an after when we replaced our living room furniture. So I have an empty room and then another shot from pretty much the same angle. It's just a little bit closer in to show that. And then I'm also trying to use the gratitudes card each month, since it does specifically have the month on it. I'm definitely trying to use those up as I work through the kits. And so I've got my handwritten journaling there. So let me go ahead. I think I'll start off by cutting this down, trimming it down, and I make my text box be about the size that it can be to fit on that card every time when I'm working in Photoshop. So I just try to trim pretty close to the edge. And I always allow some extra space when I'm measuring. I don't want to go over. So I usually have, you know, some room left, some breathing room for my words. And I like to use my little awl just to get it started. Excuse me. So I'm going to put this right here. And that's not perfectly centered, but I'm not going to stress over it. And then the key is to use a bone folder or something that you can burnish it down. And it really does kind of just melt into the background. And you have to look really closely to tell that you've used sticker paper instead of just running it through your printer or your typewriter. And so I use the right now as a jumping off place for my my journaling. And it says kind of like as a subtitle, thankful for the highs and the lows. And so I'll go ahead and read this one. It says, right now we are enjoying being empty nesters to the fullest. We are still full steam ahead on projects around the house, both inside and outside. Maybe one day we will check everything off of the list. Right now, Olin is going through the process of getting a CPAP machine after being diagnosed with sleep apnea. The wait times right now to get a machine is 8 to 12 weeks, which is due to the shortages surrounding the pandemic and is completely ridiculous, is what I think about that. Right now, I'm in the midst of changing to a new internal medicine doctor as well as a new pharmacy. It's a chore, but I'm very happy with how things are going so far. I'm loving how both places are so much more personal than my old ones. Here's to hoping things stay that way. So that's going to serve as my title card, and I need to get my dates stamped. I may just put them right up here. And I've kind of got enough room that I might be able to use some little enamel dots or some hearts here. Since I didn't get it really centered, I might be able to kind of cover up that by putting like some little bullet points there. And then for this one, I'm simply just going to add my photo. This is where I the announcement was made that I had been added to or accepted into the creative team for Mommy Muddling, and she's named us the Strawberry Patch, and so this is her first creative team, so I was very excited to be a part of that. And I think I told you what the rest of them are. So I am going to pause for just a minute and go figure out what I'm going to use for the inside flip up part, the part that will go here. I need to figure out something for that. I did not pull for either one of the photos for that. So I am going to stop the video for just a minute, but I will come back and talk to you again. Okay, so I pulled two cards. They're both from Allie Edwards. I'm pretty sure this was from the January Stories by the Month kit. It was all about begin and fresh starts and those things. So I'm pretty sure that's where that one was from. And this one, I don't know. I know it's Allie Edwards from a kit, but I don't remember. But I'm going to use those two. I thought the Fresh Start worked out okay since it's like a before and after, and I've got an empty slate here in the first photo, and then the colors will look good with the blue pillows that I have on the sofa. So I'm going to go ahead and put this one together, and I always start with the one that's the bottom most of the stack. So I'm going to put my adhesive there. And then just kind of center this and get it as close to the edge as I can. That could have been a little bit closer, but you know what? I'm not going to chance it. Not going to chance it. We're just going to go with it. It doesn't have to be perfect. I'm trying to learn that lesson wholeheartedly. Sometimes it's hard. All right, so here's where you want to double check. You want to think about making sure that your words or your pattern, if it has a direction to it, is going to be correct when you flip it up this way. And then if I stack them together, it makes it pretty easy then to get a nice snug fit by just pulling over that one. And now I'm ready to put adhesive on my top photo and adhere it down. So let me go ahead and do that. So that will be that one. Excuse me, my throat is just really going crazy with these, whatever's blooming in my area. is wreaking havoc on my throat. So, okay, so, and then I chose this one, and I thought it worked out well with all the other colors and the colors in the photos. So again, I'm going to start with the bottom one. And even though Journey is a bigger named band, since it was the first time we had seen Toto, I wanted to put them on the top because I have documented Journey before. All right, and this pattern doesn't matter, obviously, which way we go, so it's kind of up to you to decide, you know, which way you like it. But you do want to definitely be careful if it is directional or if it does have text on it. So again, I'm going to line these two up and then pull down. And then I will put adhesive on my photo. And when I get that in place, that will be our second flip up for this layout. And the hard work is done. So I've got all of that ready to go. And I did pull out just a random assortment of stars and hearts and asterisks from Allie Edwards, just from a whole wide variety of different kits. And so I thought I would maybe try to put some of these definitely as bullet points. So let's look at this one. I also need to get my date on there, and I'm just making a mess of these photos, sliding things back and forth. So let me grab my tweezers because they are like an extension of my hand and I need them. I may do these yellow ones. Let me see if I have anything else that's a little more yellow. I don't think so. The color's not exact, but I think it's close enough that I could use those. Or do I want the pink ones? No, I think I'm going to go with the yellow ones. So I'm going to do 1, 2, and let's see. I think we'll do this one here. It may be the exact same or it may be a little different. I'm not sure. That one's a little crooked, even though I used my tweezers. Okay, and then let's see. I don't know if I want to put any more hearts on there or not. That's a good question. That I normally wouldn't sit here and have you listen to me think it through, but I'm trying to keep this as real time as possible. Let's see. About, do a green one on here. And then maybe a red one on the photo of us, kind of between our heads maybe. And then let's see. One more maybe up here, and I might do a pink one up there. All right, so that gives me some chipboard hearts on my title card, and then 3 other places with chipboard hearts, it kind of makes me want to go ahead and put them on the other two photos as well. So let's see, I'm just kind of using all the colors here since I have a wide variety, especially here in this card. Maybe an orange one here to kind of tie in that little table. And then there's no blue up here, so I'll stay away from the blue. Maybe the more gold would work well there. Okay, that's what I'm gonna do. And I'm gonna leave it at that. And then I do need to date stamp. Sorry if I'm all in the camera. Okay, and I do think I will put it on this card. So let me double check my dates. That was April 24th. April 24th of 2022. When you're working in multiple years, you got to really pay attention or you'll make a mess. All right, so let's do it here. Uh-oh, I've got it up onto the label and it didn't stamp. And then we go through the 30th. So let me see if I can get that one in a better spot. I did, but now I need to get a black pen and kind of fix that. So I do have a very fine tip black pen. I'm just gonna kind of fix the twos and not worry too much about the rest of it. And we will go with it like that. I thought about some tiny phrase stickers, but I don't think I'm going to do that. I think I'm just going to leave it as is. And I'll put everything in the pockets after I have taken photographs of it. So I'll just leave them on the top of the pockets for right now. But that is what the finished layout is going to look like. There will be close-ups at the end as well as over on Instagram. And if you enjoyed the video, I would love a thumbs up down below. I appreciate you stopping by today so very much. It means more to me than you will ever know. And if you have not already subscribed to my channel, I would love for you to do that and become a part of my little YouTube family. If you have any questions or would like some information on the products that I've used, there's always a lot of links down in the description box below. And feel free to leave any questions in the comments and I'll get back to you as quick as I can. Until I see you in the next video, take care of yourself, do something good for yourself, and I'll see you soon. Bye-bye.